A very pleasant day to everyone. This is Evangeline Timbang from the University of Santo Tomas, Manila, Philippines. First of all, allow me to greet and congratulate all the participants and, of course, the organizers behind the third International Research Conference on Humanities, Social Science, and Technology, known as the third IRCHST 2020. My paper is titled A Model for a Functional and Entrepreneurial Internship Program for Hospitality Education in the Philippines. Recent developments strengthen the key role of the university as it plays in the transformation of global businesses. This led to the emergence of the entrepreneurial university phenomenon in the new knowledge-based society, according to the paper of Eskowitz in 2013. This model further showed how a university becomes an important innovation key element in providing seedbed for new business, human, and financial capital. The entrepreneurship education has developed as a vital instrument to enhance entrepreneurial orientation and as such has been highlighted in several policy measures, strategic recommendations, and action plans of diverse international organizations such as the European Union, the World Bank, the OECD, and the World Economic Forum, according to the paper of ENDU in 2016. As an introduction, Filipinos, young group in particular, believe that entrepreneurship is one of the best options in improving lives. According to the Commission on Higher Education, there are two interesting programs that has the highest number of enrollees, and these are the business administration and the hospitality management. However, in the paper of Velasco in 2014, 89.5% of the Filipino entrepreneurs did not have formal education. Furthermore, the same paper revealed that the reasons why business close are poor profitability, the lack of financial resources, and the need to improve formal and informal training and education, especially in entrepreneurship. Furthermore, in our country, Philippines, universities are called higher education institutions, or HEIs, and they are categorized as autonomous and non-autonomous. Definitely, when you say autonomous, that means these higher education institutions do not need to be monitored or regulated because they have a very high adherence and compliance standards. CHED, the Commission on Higher Education, has already issued a standard checklist for students' internship in the Philippines, known as the SIPP, or the Student Internship Program in the Philippines. Internship is an integral part and component of these two important programs, the Business Administration and Hospitality Management, that used to be called Hotel and Restaurant Management, as mandated by, of course, CHED. However, despite the rigorous on-the-job internship or training of the students with partner industry such as hotels and restaurants in their operational departments, still the entrepreneurial management element aspect of the business is excluded. Part of the problem statement is the absence of a framework that can be used as a basis for entrepreneurial internship in hospitality management for our students in the Philippines. Thus, one of the main objectives is to propose a model that would identify the elements of an entrepreneurial internship program for hospitality education in our country. For our literature review on this paper, Dales and Fowler, as cited by Zreen, Farouk, Nazar, and Khalid in 2019, emphasized the importance and the advantages of an entrepreneurial internship as a vehicle for effective learning through hands-on application of business theories taught. Lam and Harriet in 2013 mentioned that there is no adequate literature on hospitality entrepreneurial internship, while Pretorius and Lodarczyk in 2007 shared the training content components such as business skills, entrepreneur skills, and motivation development. They said that these are the salient features or components of an entrepreneurial internship program. Furthermore, Pretorius in 2000 Okay, shared the constructs in his paper pertaining to the training execution. This would include the context of the program, that would mean the educational level of participants and outcomes of the program after participation, the business knowledge and skills, and this would refer, of course, to the perceived opportunities in developing the concept and previous experiences of the participants. Facilitator would mean that there's a somehow importance in the thinking patterns, no? And of course, reinforce entrepreneurial ways of being and behaving. Approaches used to transfer knowledge and skills would mean the use of appropriate approaches, techniques, and methods enhancing entrepreneurial learning. And of course, least but not of course, the last would be the business plan utilization, where there is the preparation of a business plan and presentation of this plan to peers, facilitators, and potential funding institutions. Further review revealed the importance of a model called the Royal Institute of Technology University RMIT model, which was developed to show the relationship flows between and among students, faculty, and industry mentors in the management of an entrepreneurial internship. Gilbert, in his paper in 2010, explained the use of the RMIT model. Here, he mentioned the experiences gained, the skills acquired, and the challenges faced by all the stakeholders, the administration, the students, and the industry partners. Now you'll see an illustration of the RITU MIT model, conceptual model of applied learning. And this consists of the three important stages: the pre-project stage, the project stage, and the post-project stage. For the pre-project stage, it mentions the preparation of the student, the faculty, and the staff, and the mentor as well, prior to deploying the student to the entrepreneurial internship proper. And then, of course, right at the middle or next after pre-project is the project proper stage, where we have the student engagement, the monitoring and guidance of the faculty and staff, and of course, the student guidance and the ongoing feedbacks. For the one on extreme right on the screen, you see the third part, which is the post-project stage. This refers now to the evaluation of the performance experience of the student, and at the same time, of course, the total project assessment. Other theoretical framework theories includes Liebenstein's X efficiency, which identified the entrepreneur as a gap filler, identifying the market trends, and this would develop new goods or processes in demand. Peter Drucker and Howard Stevenson's opportunity-based entrepreneurship theory focus on the core of entrepreneurial management, which is the pursuit of opportunity regardless of resources. Kirsten's theory of adjustment of price focus on price adjustment and alertness on non-equilibrium as the two roles of entrepreneurs. And of course, McClellan's motivation adjustment theory, which readily, and totally and heavily relies on the entrepreneurial behavior of the individuals in terms of their need for power, achievement, and affiliation. So thus the paper were able to conceive and formulated 6 hypotheses, null hypotheses. Hypothesis 1, there's no significant difference on the level of compliance of the autonomous and the non-autonomous higher education institutions in terms of the SIPP, or the Student Internship Program prescribed. Of course, hypothesis 2, there's no significant difference on the respondents' perception on the existence and the importance of setting hospitality management program entrepreneurial objectives. For hypothesis 3, there is no significant difference on the respondents' perception on the existence and importance of having a qualified facilitator and trainer. For hypothesis 4, there's no significant difference on the respondents' perception on the existence and importance of setting a pre-entrepreneurial internship stage. For hypothesis 5, there's no significant difference on the respondents' perception on the existence and importance of setting an entrepreneurial internship proper stage. And of course, last but not the least, of course, the hypothesis 6, there is no significant difference on the respondent's perception on the existence and importance of setting a post-entrepreneurial internship stage. For this paper's research simulacrum, it focused on what are the elements, what would be the entrepreneurial internship program elements, and this would consist the element as of the higher education profile, its compliance with the CHED student internship program of the Philippine requirements, and of course, this is of course the based on the hypothesis that hospitality management program entrepreneurial objectives, the facilitator trainer, the pre-entrepreneurial internship stage, the component on the entrepreneurial internship proper stage, and of course the post-entrepreneurial internship proper stage and all the components and elements found in it, plus of course the importance of the monitoring, evaluation, feedback element. Now, for the methodology of the paper, it used mixed methods. So for the quantitative part, the author writer used, and that's me, a three-part questionnaire developed by me, the researcher. For the qualitative part, interviews were conducted among academicians and industry partners or practitioners. For the statistical treatment of data, for the quantitative aspect, a t-test for difference of means, paired sample t-test, and Cronbach alpha for questionnaire reliability were deployed. And for the qualitative aspect of the statistical treatment, then we have the thematic analysis. There was a triangulation of the quantitative and qualitative results. Now let's move to the quantitative results. For descriptive statistics, most of the higher education respondents were accredited by CHED, the Commission on Higher Education, as either autonomous or regulated, and that's 40 out of 52. Most of the faculty members have background in business, 45 out of 52 respondents. Most of the faculty members handle a maximum of 2 internship batches, 35 out of 52. Most practicum hours were set at a minimum of 500 hours. Most of the practicum interns were holders of master's degree, either in hospitality management or what we call hotel and restaurant management, and with at least 3 years of relevant industry experience. That's 39 out of 52. Most of the HES designates practicum coordinator and placement coordinators, 43 out of 52. So there was a total of 52 respondents. In terms of the compliance to the SIPP or the Student Internship Program of the Philippine requirements, so we see that all in the requirements prescribed by SIPP, all the respondents actually adhere to a larger extent in all the SIPP requirements, from obligations and responsibilities to monitoring to reporting to coordinators' requirements and obligations to interns' requirement to all the obligations of the students, student status in terms of the hospitality trainer partner, the host training establishment obligations, and of course the host training establishment responsibilities, and the parent/guardian obligation and responsibilities. So in terms of this compliance, therefore, in comparing the autonomous and non-autonomous for the p-value, the hypothesis 1 was supported. No significant difference in the SIPP compliance between autonomous and non-autonomous higher institutional educations was found. However, we'll see here that the hypothesis 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 were not supported when the paired sample t-tests revealed that the existence and importance of the entrepreneurial elements showed actually significant differences in terms of their perception on the existence and importance of an entrepreneurial elements. So therefore, after the quantitative results come the qualitative results based on the interviews from both the industry respondents and the educational institutional respondents. The theme extracted were the following. In terms of expectation of student trainee, the respondents agree that they should be flexible with leadership skills, they are to be decisive, resourceful, hardworking, with good communication skills, and as well as interpersonal skills. In terms of trainer qualification, Respondents agree that they have to be graduate of business-related or hospitality management degree with experience in the industry or handle their own business and are willing to share their knowledge and know-hows. Furthermore, for the theme extracted, we see the need for simulation exercise on site, shadowing, entrepreneurship laboratories be provided, problem-solving exercises should also be given to the students, and a possible startup ventures be available. Mentoring, monitoring, and regular feedback were declared as important by the respondents. And with this, because of the thematic analysis and regulation of results, a proposed model, uh, which is an innovative internship-driven program, was developed and can be piloted through industry-academe partnership. So, the elements of which are the following. So, for the higher education institution profile, well, it was agreed by the respondents that accreditation be awarded by CHED as they applied as autonomous or deregulated. Faculty members should be with business background. Minimum practicum hours should be at least 500 hours. A practicum facilitator only handles a maximum of 2 batches of intern. And there were high degree of compliance to the CHED's SIPP requirements. Further data revealed and agreed were training expectations. They are very clear on the key performance indicators and the key results areas to the different respondents, to the higher education institution respondents, to the training partner respondents, and the trainee. For the facilitator and the trainer, well, the data revealed that ideally it should be an HRM, the trainer should be an HRM or business administration graduate with 3 years experience in managing business with knowledge in management, finance, operation, marketing, and possess specific skills. For the HR facilitator, again, the MA or Master in HRM or equivalent is recommended and has at least 3 years industry experience. For the pre-entrepreneurial internship stage, okay, so interesting proposal includes has interest and motivation to be entrepreneur with leadership skills, innovative, resourceful, motivated, and resilient, and then with basic knowledge in management, finance, operations, and marketing. For the HEI, there must be preparation and evaluation of the students so that they would know if the students are fitted for the program. Source out potential partners who are willing to train the students. Training agreement, contact preparation, identification of source of capital funding are also recommended. For the hospitality trainer, they should allow the students to participate in problem solving, shadowing activities, simulations, actual startup activities, and research and development. For the post-entrepreneurial internship proper stage, then the feasibility study or business plan presentation is a must, so with post-training evaluation. Also from the higher education end and the partner, program post-training evaluation are required. Both agree that there should be regular feedback and discussion on the training performance, and there must be continuous improvement. The student trainee must also share feedback or concerns or problems encountered, as well as the conduct of regular communication with the school. So therefore, it's the conclusion of the paper or the study. The study confirmed that the entrepreneurial abilities of the hospitality management students are not explored during internship. Respondents agree that the entrepreneurship should be among the focus during the student internship. The study actually identified the elements of an innovative entrepreneurial internship program as follows. The composition and the elements would be the HEI profile, the compliance of the CHED's SIPP, the program objectives, the facilitator trainer, the pre-entrepreneurial stage, the entrepreneurial proper stage, the post-entrepreneurial stage, and the monitoring, evaluation, and feedback component of the program. Thus, the study also revealed that the qualitative data and contents of each element have to be identified and therefore were discovered and provided. For the recommendations of the study, Both autonomous and non-autonomous HEI may implement the proposed model. Non-autonomous, of course, HEI are recommended to pursue autonomous accreditation with JET. Memorandum of Agreement be formalized between HEI and industry partner, clarifying the entrepreneurial training objectives, expectations, and implementation, and the conduct of a cost-benefit analysis of the program as a future research endeavor. And with this, I end my presentation. Thank you for listening.